Hello, I'm Matthew Angelo Sobolski from the Mac Coaching and Leadership Development Company and RefuseToLoseMotivation.com. I'm a mindset coach and a motivational speaker. And I want to talk to you today. I want to talk to you about change and your mindset and the importance that it plays in our lives. You see, change is inevitable. It was Charles Darwin who said that it's not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but those most responsive to change. But as human beings, we resist change seemingly at all costs. Why is that? It's because it's uncomfortable, because it's outside of our comfort zone. It's because with change is the unknown. And the vast majority of us fear the unknown. I know I did. I know I resisted change. And it was that resistance to change, as much as I knew that I wanted to change, that led me into the dark depression that I was at about 18 months ago. Now, I come from a very average background. It wasn't always that way. My parents had my sister and I when they were 19. We very much lived in poverty. We were on welfare as kids. We didn't have a lot of the things that other kids had. But my parents, tough people, the mentally tough people that they were, they refused to settle. They refused to lose. And they've instilled that in us as early as kids. It was that mentality that took them from being and living in poverty to building their own home in suburbia. So we were raised as an average middle-class family. See, the problem with average is exactly what the word says. It's average. It's not great. It's average. So why do most of us settle for average? Why did I settle for average? I knew inside of me that I had greatness. I knew that I was capable of doing great things. But the oh too familiar comfort zone keeps us from stretching ourselves. We stay within that comfort zone because it's comfortable, right? We seek comfort in a safe environment. Yet we all yearn for so much more. It was James Allen who wrote As a Man Thinketh in 1903, and he says that men are anxious to improve their circumstance, yet unwilling to improve themselves. They therefore remain bound. We all want change. We all seek change. But we are unwilling to do what it takes to change. We therefore remain bound, and that's where I was. Bound. I felt stuck, paralyzed. I was going to a job that paid me well, but that was about all it did for me. I had failed many times in life, more than I'd like to admit. And that failure brought upon negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts manifested itself with each and every failure until it got to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't see the light at the tunnel, and I couldn't see the forest through the trees. And that's all I wanted to do was stop the pain. And was so close to just ending it all. So what happened for me? It was that awakening. It was that feeling of hopelessness and of despair and of nothing that led me to change. Maybe you're there now. Maybe you were there before. Or maybe your life is great. You're living the life you always wanted. You're making the money you wanted. You're having to spend the time with your family that you wanted. You're doing everything that you wanted in life. And if that's the case, click the X, because I'm not talking to you then. But I'm talking to those of you out there who were like myself, who knew that they were capable of so much more, who realized that we only get one shot at this thing called life, and who are sick and tired of just being average. My message to you today is that it's possible. Nothing is impossible. It was Confucius who said that those who think they can and those who think they can't are both usually right. Our minds are the most powerful things that we have at our disposal, yet we're not really sure how to use them. We're taught in school how to take tests. We're taught how to remember information and regurgitate it on our tests, but we're not taught how to be successful. We're not taught how to think for ourselves. Only life and experience does that for us. But if we're not taught how to handle adversity, how to deal with failure, then what happens when life happens? Do you seek out? Do you look within? Do you look to blame others? I'm not sure what it is that you do when failure arises and adversity hits. But there's a reason that most of us are stuck in that average mindset, because it's all we know. Well, I'm here today, and the point of today is to help you change that mindset from average to great, to help you think into your results rather than just deal with life. We all have the ability to do great things. We are all put on this earth for a reason. We were all born with gifts and talents that we were meant to use to give back to the world, to make a difference in the world, to make a difference in somebody else's life, to be great. We were not created to be average, to just survive. We were created to excel, to be more, to do more, to live more, to earn more. So are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to change your mind? Because if I can help you change the way you think, you can change your life. So what am I asking for this? What I'm asking you to do is click on the link, sign up for the email, and you'll be given access to what I call the Wheel of Change, the Circle of Change, comprised of 3 components absolutely vital for change. Absolutely vital, absolutely necessary in order to be successful in any endeavor in your life. These are tried and proven that I've gotten from some of the best minds in the world that are proven to work, proven to be necessary to change. So what are you waiting for? Are you intentional about life? Are you intentional about wanting to be your best self? Do you think that you have greatness inside of you? Is there some talent that you've always wanted to let the world know, but you have been either afraid or unsure of how to do it? So what I'm asking you is, are you ready? If you're ready, click the link, enter your information. You'll be added to the email, and you'll be given the access to the 3 components that are necessary that will help you change. I wish you the best, and I hope that you click on the link, because I know that you want more out of life. I know that you are great, and that you have greatness inside of you. So are you ready? That's the question. Only you have the answer. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that when the question arrives, The answer is always near. Are you ready?